You're listening to the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the #1 sports talk show on the planet, The Doug Stewart Show.
This is a revolution in radio, the realest, trillest sports talk show in America, The Doug Stewart Show.
Broadcasting live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Time, exclusively on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
This is sports talk for the people.
Follow Stewart Media and Entertainment right now on Facebook to stay connected and locked in for upcoming events like the Couples and Cocktail Series, viewing parties, and much, much more. Up next, get ready to ride raw with the Doug Stewart Show.
This is sports talk with hot sauce, Texas Pete hot sauce, the Doug Stewart Show.
Exclusively on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
Yes! Let me tell you about Travel by Stats. Travel by Stats delivers premium travel packages and provide excellence by focusing on assuring that their tour itinerary is clear. For destinations they've never taken, they even take the trip in advance of the actual one you're about to take. This ensures everybody has a great experience. They've been around since 1988 and have been operating here in Atlanta since 2000, starting from the ground up, but they now boast of a team operating in 5 states. Travel by Stats not only specializes in Caribbean destinations, they also provide a variety of reasonable, cost-efficient events by land, air, or sea. One of their big things is sports travel for football fanatics who live in Metro Atlanta. That's the fun way to go anyway. Here's some of their upcoming list of events. Giants at Cowboys, Falcons at Giants, Falcons at Cowboys, Cowboys at Saints, Patriots at Cowboys, and many, many more. Contact them at 855-266-6675, extension 700, for the owner, Maritza Wilmer. Again, that's 855-266-6675, extension 700. If you mention my name, Doug Stewart, you'll receive an extra 10% off your package. Travel by Stats. Where they don't sell travel, they sell fun.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
Doctor, this is the mayor talking.
All right.
Doctor,
Come on, what?
always do the right thing.
If you came here to hear for fake, you are in the wrong place. We are for real around here. We keeps it real. This is the Doug Stewart Show, the livest, the realest, the trillest sports talk show in America. Are you not entertained? This is Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, Texas Pete Hot Sauce, the Doug Stewart Show. Yes! We made it. Yes, sir. What's happening? And we made it. The 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Yes! We made it. Oh, we made it, man. And thank you so much for joining me. This is a Tribute Tuesday, and not only are we going to pay tribute to a great rap artist, but we going to celebrate, man. Bring it back one more time. We made it. Yes, sir. Thank you for joining me on the Doug Stewart Show. This is a Tribute Tuesday. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. And oh boy, there's a lot of great things we're going to get into today. A lot of things I got to tell you about, man. But obviously, as I just said, and as you see from the title of the show, man, 1 year ago today, September 22nd, 2014, the Doug Stewart Show aired. And 1 year later, we scream out Drake and Soulja Boy. Yes, sir. We made it. Thank you, Stewies. Yes, sir.
Oh, we made it.
They said we couldn't do it. But you know what?
Just a little bit in the headphone.
We made it.
Worldwide.
Thank you. I never knew. All right, get to the hook, dummy.
We made it.
Yes, sir.
Hey. We made it.
Yes, sir.
We made it. Hey.
Ninja, we made it.
Damn, we made it.
Yeah.
We made it.
All right, we made it, man.
Hey.
1 year ago today, and I went back and looked at the title of the show. It was The Evolution. And that's how I was feeling at the time, man. The Two Live Stews, I was doing a YouTube show, and then we morphed into the Spreaker show. The Tree of Life got in contact with me. We're going to write a book about this one day. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. We're going to write a book about this one day. And the Tree of Life got in contact with me and says, listen, why don't you do your own show online on Spreaker? It's real cool. It's real easy. It's not as hard as people think. You got a great product. The people miss you. I says, yes, let's do it. And a year later, we made it. Yes. All right, so Tree's here today. And she has her hand raised. Well, what's up? How you doing this morning? Hadn't heard your voice in so long. How you doing today, Tree?
I'm a little embarrassed right now.
Why are you embarrassed?
So when we were prepping, you were singing, we made it, and I was just like, I just have so much ish going on.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
I forgot.
You didn't know today was the 1 year anniversary? I mean, this is why I pay you the big bucks, Tree.
I'm sorry.
To know these things.
Happy anniversary, Douglas.
Yeah, thank you. Happy anniversary to you. I mean,
We're ready for counseling.
What do you mean you're ready for counseling?
I said me and you, we're ready for counseling.
What does that mean?
Oh, you know what it means.
No, I don't. I don't.
I don't. I'm just glad. I don't know. I'm glad that you gave me 5 minutes of your time and listened to me. You do a phenomenal job. I've learned a lot from you. And okay. I'm just really excited for the future.
Okay. Well, thank you, Tree. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for everything. Once again, when we write the book one day, I'm going to tell a story how this chick just called me. And like, first of all, I was like, how the hell you get my number? So she just called me, and I was like listening. I was sitting back. I think I had a cocktail in my hand or something like that, so I was kind of a little tipsy. And I'm thinking to myself the whole time, what's the matter with this chick? She's crazy. And then she just kept talking, and then something said, I think it was the Lord said to me, listen to her, Dougie. And I listened, man, and the rest is history, man. Hey, thank you to everybody listening to the show. And Tree, you got your mic is still hot there. Thank you to everybody listening to the show, and that's passed the word and it has joined in daily and has been interactive in the Doug Stewart Show. This is I say it in the show open. This is a revolution in radio, and I really do believe. I did an interview yesterday with my man Kesey. Shouts out to Kesey, and actually I think he's going to play that this week for the Kicking It with Kesey show that airs on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. I said it yesterday to my man Kesey. I think in 10 years, the way I'm doing radio right now, the way that we're bringing you this radio show is going to be the norm. It's very hard, and that's one of the most shocking things about this year, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, is how hard it is to get the word out. And when you find out about the show, usually you listen and you like it and you continue to listen. But just getting the word out about doing the show and getting people to tune in and try it for the first time is just amazingly tough. And I had no idea. And what it is, is people are just set in their ways. And so their norm, their used to, their routine is getting into their car and turning on the radio. And that's it. So 9 times out of 10, we don't listen to the radio at our homes. I know I don't listen to the radio at my house. I used to listen to the radio in the car. So getting people to understand how easy this is, and actually a lot of times it's even better than terrestrial radio because the signal's clear everywhere in the world, not just in a local area. You know, it's digital. It's very, very easy. So I see people all the time in the streets and I tell them I'm doing this show. They're like, what? You're doing a show? Where? And I'll tell them, and they might tune in, they might not because they still think it's hard. But bottom line is, man, a lot of you have supported the show from day one. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. We actually, financially, we're getting there. It's not easy. Praise his holy name that I saved a couple of dollars from doing radio for over 10 years on that other radio station and have been able to survive and keep a roof over my head and clothes on my kids' back, and actually a little bit more than that, putting another kid in college. So we're blessed. We're blessed. But it has not been easy. Oh, Lord, it hadn't been easy. But thank you to all of the Stewies, man, for all of the support and all of the love. Y'all know how we get down around here. It's the realest, trillest, most interactive sports and guy talk show in America, The Doug Stewart Show. Yes, 1 year. And we celebrating this weekend, shawty. Perfect segue. We are celebrating this weekend, man, the 1 year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show here in ATL. Friday night, the meet and greet party at Stirred Up, a.k.a. the Artist Den's Lounge. Saturday night, the all-black party, which is going to be bananas. It's going to be bananas. Yes, Tree? Yes, Tree?
I'm having a party in my room before the party.
You're having a party in your room before the party. So you got a room at the Doubletree Hotel.
I do.
Oh, yeah. So you're going to have some libations, huh? Yeah.
Yep.
You have the, what do we used to call a room where we had all of the liquor at? The Brush used to have a room just set aside. I'll think of it in a second. So you're going to have one of those rooms where you're going to set it all alcohol.
Yep.
And see, that's the great.
Going to be up in there, all my girls.
And that's the thing about it. I tried to tell the Stewies, man, weeks ago, get your room. All of the rooms are sold out. Like 2 weeks ago, we've been promoting for like a month and a half. It's so great to drink all your alcohol. I got a room in the hotel as well. It's so great to just be out, drink all the alcohol you want. Don't get alcohol dead, and just get on the elevator, go upstairs, and pass out. It's so great to do that. Trust me, that scenario is so great. I think you can still get rooms in the Doubletree Hotel, but I don't think you can get them at the rate that we were offering them at the beginning. All right, so that's the easy way to do it. Trust me, it's going to be great. Get all the details. Get your tickets at TDSSweekend.eventbrite.com. You still got time to do that. TDSSweekend.eventbrite.com. And come kick it with your boy, man, and celebrate the 1 year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Yes, sir. Praise his holy name. Yes. Yes. All right, man. All right, let's get to the business at hand. Let's talk a little bit about the Monday night game last night, the Colts and the Jets. Ooh, boy. Some people got some problems, and some people feeling real good this morning. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Also today, man, it's a Tribute Tuesday. Today is his birthday, so we're going to pay tribute to the great Mr. Cal. Yeah. Rapper, No Limit Soldier. We'll do that today as well, all throughout the show. Take your phone calls, read your chat, and do what we do, all right? The 1 year anniversary show of the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you so much. Thank you. Don't go away. Up next, Monday Night Football Talk. Keep it locked. In life, things happen, good and bad. And being prepared is always important. If you're like me, a husband, a father, and protector of that family tree, then your family is the most important thing in the world. 95 million U.S. adults don't have protection in place. So, What I've done is put my protection in the hands of the largest and number one independent financial services company in North America, and that's Primerica. They look out for middle America because they believe that offering the most competitive premiums only benefits the client and have been doing so since 1977. If you're a parent, husband, or wife and want to discuss options with one of Primerica's top reps, then call my guy, Greg Wynn, at 678-439-7172. Again, that's 678-439-7172, and he'll put your family first. And hey, tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Yes! We're doing some huge things here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the Doug Stewart Show, and the biggest thing being broadcasting other shows. That's right, we're executive producing other shows and playing them on my network. You may have a fantastic show or podcast, but do you have listeners? We got listeners. Over 9,000 followers to the Doug Stewart Show on the Spreaker platform, as well as over 200,000 plus listens to the network itself. So here's what you do. Go to Fiverr.com, that's Fiverr.com, and search the Doug Stewart Show or Stewart Media and Entertainment and get all the details. Or just hit up the producer, Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com. That's spelled Trei. Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com, and come and do business with us on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yes!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Yes, sir! You knew it was going to happen, baby! You knew I had to sing this song for y'all, man. I'm feeling good, feeling great! All right, welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Coming back! The Stews been coming back, but today is the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. For y'all, man. Yes, sir. Monday. Yahoo! 1-year anniversary. It's a celebration. Yeah! We're going table mystical for a second. Yahoo! Play a Dougie classic. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Celebrate good times. Come on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the year. All right. 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. We had the table mystical for a second. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh! All right, welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show, man. It is the 1-year anniversary of the show. September 22nd, 2014. We first went on air. We were doing the show at 11 a.m. to begin with, and then we've changed to 10 a.m. subsequently, man. Go back and listen to the evolution, the first show of the Doug Stewart Show, man, and rejoice in the fact that we made it 1 year. We have made it. And, man, it's only going to get bigger. Much bigger things on the horizon. You better believe that. Much, much bigger things are on the horizon. Hey, the number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. If you're new to the show, we do new marketing all the time. If you're new to the show, man, thank you for tuning in. We have a great time around here Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We talk sports, entertainment, whatever dudes are talking about for the most part. I read a lot of chat. There's a chat room associated with the show on Spreaker.com. Two things. What you need to do is follow the show on Spreaker and then hit the little chat bubble. And whenever you hit the chat bubble, you'll see a whole new world of sports and guy chat. Its inhabitants are called the Stewies, and I call it the Fantasy Island of Sports Chat. I'm going to guess we probably have the biggest chat room definitely on Spreaker, maybe in the world. I mean, sometimes we'll have 1,500 to 2,000 posts in there. Once again, the Stewies are my family. We have over 10,000 followers to the Doug Stewart Show, well over 200 and I think 30,000 listens to the show, all in just 1 year, man. So, I mean, we doing big-ass things around here. Like Shirley from What's Happening, Big Ass. We are. Tree, you had your hand raised for a second there?
Yeah, I was just going to confirm that the chat through Spreaker, we've got it on lock. Like nobody, I think you need to start doing some training to the Spreaker users on how to capitalize on that.
Yeah, because you know what? The format, we figured that out as well after a couple of months of doing this show. The format and the platform being online, we figured out after a couple of weeks, couple of months, that we're going to have less interaction with phone calls because people are at work and they're listening on their computer, and if their boss come by and they're on the phone talking to a radio show, they're going to get fired. So, you know, what y'all are doing, and we figured it out once again, is y'all can text and y'all can post in the chat room and keep your privacy, your anonymity, okay, and keep your damn job. And so obviously the chat platform, man, has just worked tremendously. You're able to be totally interactive, man, and participate in the show and get your sports and your guy talk on, man. So, yeah, that's a big aspect of the show, the chat room on Spreaker.com. So you need to follow the show on Spreaker, as well as you need to download my app, the Doug Stewart Show app, or you can listen online at thedougstewartshow.com. And we are doing huge things around here. All right, let's talk a little bit about the sports, man. Last night, and what I'm going to say is a shocker, is the Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. The Jets get it done 20-7. Ball award to them and a Buster award. I mean a big-ass Buster award to the Indianapolis Colts, in particular to Andrew Luck. The Jets had 5 turnovers. And your boy Andrew Luck couldn't hold the damn ball. He threw the ball to the other team all night long. I picked the Colts to play in the Super Bowl. Now, last year they went 0-2 to start the season as well and made it all the way to the AFC Championship game. So, I mean, it's not out of the realm of thinking that they can't do it again. But they look bad. They look real bad. They can't block anybody. Now, I'm going to give a lot of the blame to Andrew Luck, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. And I do believe that Andrew Luck has become, and my man, that ninja always rails on Andrew Luck in the chat rooms and calls up and talks about Andrew Luck not being that good. I'm not going to agree with that. I think that he is a very good quarterback, one of the upper echelon quarterbacks in the NFL. I think his future is super bright. But let's keep it real. He has struggled. He struggled these first couple of weeks. And last night, he just looked like a guy coming straight out of college. He didn't look like a guy that's in his 3rd year in the NFL? He didn't look like that last night. The decisions that he made, not securing the football with those fumbles, he looked awful. He looked like a rookie in the NFL, and that's just not going to cut it. But on the flip side, man, Ball award once again to the New York Jets and to Todd Bowen, man. Wow. Did you see this coming? Did you see the Jets at 2-0? I mean, 2 good wins back to back. That defense looks hellacious. Now, you know Bowen's known for his offensive prowess or defensive prowess and being a former player in the NFL for the Washington Redskins, longtime assistant coach, coordinator, D-coordinator, was the coordinator for the Arizona Cardinals for many years, one of the best defenses in the league. And he has those boys playing like their hair is on fire. They got good personnel over there, too. Now, you talk about the defensive line, Muhammad Wilkerson, Damon Harrison, the kid they just drafted out of USC, what's his name, Leonard Williams, and then the secondary. as close as you can get, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, as close as you can get to lockdown corners, as far as a tandem, a duo in the NFL, probably, even though they're a little bit older, probably the best duo you're going to have is Antonio Cromartie and Darrelle Revis. Once again, they're a little bit older now, probably have lost maybe a step, but them losing a step is probably better than any other combination of defensive backs in this NFL as you'll find. Then they've got that savvy veteranism to them as well, which they've seen everything. They've been around. They've seen everything. And ball hawks and the Jets defense. This might be, and I'm trying to think right now, and what we're going to do today on the Doug Stewart Show is talk about the biggest surprises and the biggest disappointments in the first 2 weeks of the NFL. This might be the biggest surprise. Maybe the Falcons might be the biggest surprise. I don't know. It's between the Falcons, the Jets, and who else might be a big surprise? I don't know. I'd have to think about it for a second, but I didn't see this coming. All of the influx with the quarterback situation. Fitzpatrick is playing very good, fantastic in relative terms, not turning the football over. Geno Smith out with the injury. So a lot of things had to happen, man. A lot of things were put into place. New scheme coming in there, obviously, with a new coaching staff. The Jets look good. I mean, it's early. Once again, it's just week 2. But the Jets look like that they're going to be able to stay in every single game this year, if not for just the defense. It's as simple as that. I don't care where you're at, what year you're in. Defense wins championships now. Everybody's been getting real cute with all of this offense and the spread offense and 4 and 5 receivers and passing the ball. At the end of the day, if you want to win a Super Bowl, if you want to get to a Super Bowl, if you want to get to a championship game in football, defense wins championships. And the Jets defense is playing like a championship type defense. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Yes, sir. 1 year anniversary of the show. Thank you, studio audience. While I'm thanking people, man, I got to thank the studio audience. I mean, they travel with me everywhere I go, and they make it an enjoyable work atmosphere. My studio audience, the best studio audience in the building. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Yes, sir. Now, sometimes they get kind of rowdy and unruly, like now. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. But we do have the best studio audience in the business, man. The best listeners in the business. Yeah, we got it going on around here, man. When we get back from the break, man, let's talk about some of the surprises from this past weekend and really the first 2 weeks of the NFL. We'll start to have that conversation. We'll do it all day long. And we'll talk about today's birthdays. We have a little fun with that as well if you're new to the show. All right, so don't go anywhere. This is Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, the Doug Stewart Show. Let me tell you about Travel by Stats. Travel by Stats delivers premium travel packages and provide excellence by focusing on assuring that their tour itinerary is clear. For destinations they've never taken, they even take the trip in advance of the actual one you're about to take. This ensures everybody has a great experience. They've been around since 1988 and have been operating here in Atlanta since 2000, starting from the ground up, but they now boast of a team operating in 5 states. Travel by Stats not only specializes in Caribbean destinations, they also provide a variety of reasonable, cost-efficient events by land, air, or sea. One of their big things is sports travel for football fanatics who live in Metro Atlanta. That's the fun way to go anyway. Here's some of their upcoming list of events. Giants at Cowboys, Falcons at Giants, Falcons at Cowboys, Cowboys at Saints, Patriots at Cowboys, and many, many more. Contact them at 855-266-6675, extension 700, for the owner, Maritza Wilmer. Again, that's 855-266-6675, extension 700. If you mention my name, Doug Stewart, you'll receive an extra 10% off your package. Travel by Stats. Where they don't sell travel, they sell fun. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music. watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
We're back. Dogs and Poodles. It's Doug and Ryan Stewart of the Two Live Stews.
Tune in to Talk Radio 640 WGST every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. to get all your college and pro football talk.
Special thanks to our sponsor, Bruce Hagen, Hagen-Law.com. Thanks, Bruce.
Meet me at the club. It's going down. Meet me in the A. It's going down. Meet me in Atlanta. That's right. The weekend of September 26, 2015, we are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show, Stewies. And it's going to be crazy. We got a whole list of events scheduled for the entire weekend. That's going to be so fun. Come celebrate with your boy. Starting out Friday night, man, with a meet and greet party at the Artist Den downtown ATL. Late Friday night, it's the Fella Soiree at T's Gentlemen's Club in Buckhead. Saturday morning, the TDSS Golf Shootout at North Fulton Golf Club downtown ATL. Saturday night, the main event, the all-black party at the Doubletree Hotel in Buckhead. And Sunday, the Falcons versus Cowboys viewing/day party on the rooftop lounge at Mardi Gras Cafe, downtown ATL. It's going to be fantastic, man. You've been looking for a reason to come to Atlanta. Here's your perfect reason. Get all the details at tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. Once again, it's tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. See you in Atlanta. The 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Yes! Yes, sir. The world's heavyweight champion of sports and guy talk radio. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Paying tribute to Mystico today. Get his name out. Today is his birthday. We'll talk about that more here in a second. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. And we're going to get to some conversation here in a second about your biggest surprises and your biggest disappointments this year in the NFL after week 2 in the season. And there are a lot of them to talk about. But quickly, let's talk a little bit about the birthdays today. We do this around here Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Oh, shouts out to my man Kesey, Kicking It with Kesey. I said it earlier. I did an interview with him yesterday, and he's actually going to play it. We're going to play it on his show tomorrow when we air the Kicking It with Kesey show. Bro, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. So it's kind of cross-promotion type stuff. So make sure you stay tuned tomorrow for the Kicking It with Kesey show, as well as the Poe Politickin' show at 3 p.m. The Kesey show comes on at 2 p.m. and the Poe Politickin' show comes on at 3 p.m. tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Celebrating a birthday today, Denard Robinson is 25 years old. Shoelace, running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, I know they drafted the running back out of Alabama, and his name escapes me right now. But is Shoelace still playing? Is he still? Because last year he was the starter for the Jacksonville Jaguars at running back. You know, he played quarterback in college at Michigan, and they converted him over to the running back position. And I was really pleasantly surprised about his production that he had last year. It wasn't bad. It wasn't Jim Brown or anything like that, but I thought that he was kind of too small to play running back in the NFL. He survived last year. So big ups to him, man. Great athlete. Denard Robinson, 25 years old. Scott Baio, a.k.a. Chachi. Chachi is 55 years old today? Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Chachi is 55 years old. So if you're under the age of, I'm going to guess, 30, you might be saying to yourself, who the hell is Scott Baio? And who the hell is Chachi? Scott Baio is the guy's real name, but he played this character called Chachi in Happy Days. And this was towards the end of Happy Days when they changed writers and the show started going downhill. You know, the same thing happened on Martin, same thing happened on Good Times. So they started adding characters, and Chachi, I think he was Joni's boyfriend? Or was he just like a guy across the street or something like that? Was he Joni's boyfriend, Tree?
Yeah, they had a show, spinoff, Joni Loves Chachi.
That's right. You're right. You're on it today after not being here for a couple of weeks. Yeah, so yeah, Joni Loves Chachi. Joni Loves.
Shut the hell up.
Joni Loves Chachi. There was a spinoff from Happy Days, and that's right. Scott Baio, the great Scott Baio. Happy birthday to him, man. I told you cats the other day that I was a huge fan, or am a huge fan of Westerns. Some of my favorite shows ever, all time, I'll still watch them today, are some of those dry, suburbia type TV shows from the early 1970s. Like, I'll sit up and watch Happy Days. I'll watch the Brady Bunch. Love them shows. Yeah, all they did was teach values and character. You know, every once in a while, Joni and or Richie and Potsy and them cats, they would get a girl and they take them up to Lookout Point and they'll try to neck them. So they had that. Then they had Fonzarelli. Then they had Pinky Tuscadero. True, you remember the great Pinky Tuscadero? Fonzie's girlfriend. She was Fonz, but she had on pink. Simple as that. That's all she did. The only difference between her and Arthur Fonzarelli was that she wore pink. I thought that was real cool. So happy birthday to the great Scott Baio. And also today, celebrating his, and Tree, you don't have his birthday here. You don't have his age. Yeah, I know you rusty.
He's 45.
He's 45. Happy birthday to the great Mystical. I mean, it's safe to say Mystical is the best artist from No Limit Records, right? He's the best rapper from No Limit Records, right? From the No Limit Records era when they were dominant. He's definitely the best rapper. A lot of catchy stuff. Really got that flavor of New Orleans with his sound and his style. He had a couple of issues with the police, though. You remember Mystical went to jail for allegedly, what did he do? Threatened or held some chick at gunpoint? Now, he's denied the whole thing the entire time, but he did major years in jail over that whole case. I don't remember the exact details of it, but he's out. And once again, claims his innocence and the whole thing. He said that it was consensual. So I don't know all the details of it. But today's his birthday. He says he didn't do anything. We let him out, and so we celebrate his music today. Yes, Tree.
I was going to give you the information.
What was the details of that?
2009 for sexual assault and extortion.
Damn. And there was some details to the story. His bodyguards or something held them by gunpoint, the girl by gunpoint or something crazy.
He went to jail for 6 years for that.
Wow. Yeah. So that's terrible right there.
Can we just focus on the positive?
Yeah, we focusing on the positive today. I mean, it's the 1 year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. It is. So we ain't talking about Mystical and his bodyguards taking some Nusi, allegedly. Let me go ahead and grab some of the chat here, read some of your chat, man. Thank you so much for the participation in the chat. I tell you all that every single day, man, but it really does add to the show. Really, really do appreciate that. From my man Sluggo on the Spreaker chat, he says, agreed, Doug, this format with interaction is addicting. That's right. I gave a little sermon earlier about how I think in 10 years this is going to be the norm, the preferred way to listening to radio. See, what's going to happen, I think I also mentioned this on the interview that I did with Kesey. You still need to listen to the interview, though, and to the Kicking It with Kesey show. What's happening right now, we're seeing it a lot more, is all of the older model cars are going to get phased out, over time, and everything that comes off the assembly line now is going to have the internet on it. Is going to have, the ability to plug into the internet and have probably a connection, comparable to DSL, where it's not going to be any interruption. It's not going to be a situation where you're going to be in a bad place and you can't pick up the internet anymore. So that's coming. That's already happening. That's been happening for the last couple of years. In 10 years, every single car coming off the assembly line, once again, is going to have that ability. So it'll be that much easier. From 9-0 the Rhino, this is the future, Doug. Don't be fooled in thinking the old way is the only way. Exactly. I got to be honest with you, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I said it earlier, man. It's very hard to get the word out. But I talk to people, or I go to a tailgate, or I'm out in the grocery store, and when I tell people, or they ask me, when are the stews coming back? That's the first thing they'll say. When are the stews coming back? And then I'll say, well, we're coming back. This is before we got back on 640. And then the next thing they'll be, what are you doing? And I'm like, man, aren't you my friend on Facebook? Aren't you my friend on Facebook? Dude, I've been posting every day for the last year that I do a radio show called The Doug Stewart Show every morning at 10 a.m. Aren't we friends? Damn it, I thought you was my friend. And then I think about it for a second, man, and I just go back to the whole thing about people are just conditioned. And I tell you, they'll see the post, and I'll say, click this link to listen. And people won't even do that. They won't even click the link. They'll read it, and they'll keep moving. And it might run through their mind, what does he mean click the link? But they don't make the connection that if you click the link, you'll hear the show, man. It is crazy. From Clay Davis' Sheet Advisor, says Tree is back from suspension. She wasn't suspended. She wasn't suspended. It was kind of like that whole thing with Michael Jordan, when they said Michael Jordan was suspended, but actually, or they said he was retiring, but actually he was suspended. That's not the case with Tree. Tree been building a horse farm. She's been building the horse farm. She's been doing other paid gigs, and so it's understandable. From Encyclopedia Brown, Tree going to have a Bible study in her room. Andre Elam, Encyclopedia, or give us all or one of them horses she's been rounding up over the past few weeks. Laugh out loud. JB Jennings, love the chat. Great idea, Tree and Doug. Vince Wright, love this show. Eugene Jackson, Doug. What's wrong with Andrew Luck? He is becoming a turnover machine. That's an understatement. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. And today, now listen, I don't want to go the way of the ninja, of that ninja, and say that Andrew Luck sucks. I'm not going to use that phrase for Andrew Luck yet. But if he continues at this rate, at some point we got to say he sucks. Last night was the way he played the quarterback position last night was like a guy that's a rookie in the NFL. He did not play like a guy that's get all these accolades and all this praise, and a guy that's supposed to be one of the greatest. Oh, that's what Mel Kiper said, the best quarterback prospect since John Elway. Now listen, he's had a lot of success. So I don't want to forget that, and I don't want to, once again, go too far to the right. Guy made it to an AFC Championship game in his second year last year. But last night was just absolutely horrible. No other way to say it. Absolutely no other way to say it. From Gary Joyner, Ball Award to Coach Bowles. From the Brother Beloved, y'all show up at our room and find nothing but coffee in the talking about Trees. It's hospitality suite. That's what I couldn't remember. The Bros always got a hospitality suite. We're celebrating our 25 years in the frat this year at homecoming at South Carolina State University. And one of the main topics of discussion is who's going to have the hospitality suite. And basically that's the bruh that's going to set out his room for all the shenanigans, all of the alcohol and all of the debauchery that might go on when the Qs celebrate 25 years in the frat. Yeah. All right, when we get back from the break, man, more surprises from the season thus far after 2 weeks. All right? Sports and Guy Talk with Hot Sauce. Texas Pete Hot Sauce, the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. Yes, sir. Football season only just begun, but it already feels like the playoffs at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site, where millionaires are being crowned all season long. One-week fantasy at DraftKings means no season-long commitments. It's fantasy football on demand. Play where you want, when you want, with the players you want. And with $1 million up for grabs every week, every game is the big game and every play matters. So, 1st and 10 in the first quarter feels like 4th and goal with 1 second left. And a long touchdown run can mean more than just a victory for your favorite team. It can mean you've just turned your love of football into $1 million payday. This isn't fantasy as usual. This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and use promo code Spreaker to play for free for a shot at $1 million in this week's Millionaire Maker event. Enter Spreaker for free entry now only at DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com, that's DraftKings.com.
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
To give you the history on this Doug Stewart and Tree Taylor battle in Trivia Crack. We just started playing last week. We played 3 games. I won the first one in handily fashion. And then Tree has come along to beat me 2 times in a row. All right, now I blame Trivia Crack for asking me dumbass questions about romance comedies from the 1980s. That's who I blame. But she's won, and I got to give her credit. What? I knew you were going to jump.
Like, when you talk about women, Tree has come along.
It got nothing to do with you being a woman.
No, I showed up.
Oh, wait, did you just, what? Oh, my gosh. Did she just call me the N-word? Oh, damn. We made Doug Stewart Show history just now. As many times as I've almost uttered that term, you did it! And we don't have 7-second delay.
I'm fired.
You getting the BPA. You nominated for a Boiled Penis Award.
No.
Yes, you are. The first time in the Doug Stewart Show history, someone utters the N-word.
I'm sick of you.
You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Good thing we, on radio, traditional radio, the FCC be beating down my damn door right now. They're already looking for a reason to try to put me out of business. And you come up with this. Golly, True. You're better than that.
That girl is poison. You never trust a big button to smile.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
Stewies, what's up? Tree here to talk about your home security and the security experts at Strickland Security. Everything the team at Strickland Security does is focused around increasing the security of your home, protecting your family, and your business. Most home security companies, especially the larger ones, want to sell you a cookie-cutter alarm system that maximizes their profits but not your security. The team at Strickland Security will install a customized alarm system that meets your budget and your security needs. This Atlanta-based company is here to solve all of your security problems. Whether you need your alarm system repaired, surveillance cameras installed, or your door locks replaced, Strickland Security is the solution. Don't wait. Call the experts at Strickland Security today. For more information, go to their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call now at 800-422-9075. That's 800-422-9075 and tell them Tree sent you.
Shake it fast. Watch yourself. Shake it. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. 1 year anniversary, man. September 22nd. 2015. We made it. Thank you for joining me, man. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@thedougstewartshow.com, paying tribute today to the great Mystical rapper, No Limit Records. What is his real name? And I thought I pulled up his name here a second. Mystical's real name is Michael Lawrence Tyler. Unique style, man. So today's his birthday. Happy birthday to Mystical. You can give me a call at 404-382-0338. Hey, do you have a podcast out there? A lot of y'all are aspiring podcasters and radio people. You need to have an app presence, all right? So holla at my folks at bvmobileapps.com. My man, Gerald Oliveri, who developed the app for the Doug Stewart Show, designed it. It's very functionable, has no issues. I've had no issues with the app at all. You got to have an app presence in 2015 to make you look like the big boys, to have you looking real stylish, okay? It's 2015 once again. So whether you have a podcast or an entertainer, they kind of specialize on developing apps for entertainers. They are fantastic, great customer service. It's not as expensive as you think, and it can be developed very, very fast. Trust me on that. So holla at my folks online at BVBoyVictory, bvmobileapps.com, and tell them that the Doug Stewart Show sent you. All right, so after 2 weeks, man, and in about 15 minutes at the top of the hour, I think I'm going to talk a little bit about the Doug Stewart Show Fantasy League and how I'm kicking ass. Yes! Yes, sir. So Stewie's in the Doug Stewart Show Facebook or Yahoo Fantasy League. Stick around, man. We're going to have that conversation. I am 2-0. Pulled one out of my ass last night. All of the Stewies thought that I was gonna lose my second game of the season, but I'm 2-0, shawty. So we'll talk about that. But I want to talk about some disappointments or some surprises, good and bad, after 2 weeks in the NFL this year. One of the disappointments is the New Orleans Saints, man. They are 0-2 right now, and just not looking like the Saints. I tell people all the time, one of the biggest, from ashy to classy stories that I can remember in sports history is the Saints winning a Super Bowl a couple of years ago. The Saints historically have just been the worst, the bottom of the barrel that you can talk about as far as sports teams in America. They won a Super Bowl. Drew Brees, Sean Payton, the head coach. I think the run probably is over. They already let Jimmy Graham go to the Seattle Seahawks, which they're not using him fantastic out there right now as well. But it seems like Drew Brees isn't as precise in his passes this year, and from some of the highlights that I've seen, they don't have that dominant defense that they did the first couple of years when they had that great run for those years and when they won the Super Bowl. And so that era of Drew Brees dominating, throwing over 5,000 yards every single year, just picking teams apart, that innovative offense that Sean Payton implemented for the organization for many, many years, it might be over. It might be a wrap because they've had 2 losses, man. In the first loss, they lost to the Cardinals 31-19. It wasn't even close. We'll talk about the Cardinals being a surprise this year just after 2 weeks once again. But they dominated the Cardinals, and they lost to the Buccaneers at home. I believe they were at home. Yeah, they were at home against the Bucs with a rookie quarterback in Jameis Winston who looked horrible in his first week. So I think for you Saints fans out there, it's over. I think the party might be over. You had a good run. But I think that the party might be over for the New Orleans Saints and that dominant run of teams that they had for many, many years. How about this as a surprise? How about D'Angelo Williams, running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who has just looked fantastic over the first couple of weeks? Left for dead by the Carolina Panthers. Go ahead. You can go and sign and play for any team you want. We don't want you anymore. Who he's got to be the all-time leading rusher for the Panthers, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. So they let him walk, sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers as a free agent. The only reason he's even on the field is because of the suspension to LaDavian Bell. But yeah, he has looked fantastic. One of the older backs in the league right now, doing great for the Steelers as they get their win this past weekend, first win of the year. So they're 1-1 right now. So yeah, Ball Award, man, to D'Angelo Williams. He is a big surprise thus far in this early season in the NFL. 404-382-0338. More of your chat from Stringer. Stringer says, P Oil. Laugh out loud. The TDSS chat room needs its own reality show. P Oil. What is P Oil? When we were at 640 and you pulled out your little fragrance, your little oil, and it was fragrance vagina. Yeah, they're still talking about that now. That's a true story. Does Stringer not know that story? Stringer must not have listened to the show that day.
He knows the story. Thusly he used the innuendo.
Got you. From Coop, he says, Vince, it would have been nice if the Vikings had played AD a little bit in the preseason. The brother is rusty. He went off this past weekend. I think he had 139 yards this weekend in their win. From Emmett Bean against Detroit. From Emmett Bean, he says, Doug, will you live stream the show over Google Hangouts? I don't know about that. I mean, we can live stream the show through Periscope. And we've been using Periscope. I haven't done it the last couple of days because I've just been doing a lot of things in the morning. Hadn't been able to get it set up properly and get it going. But, yeah, we have that ability. And it was something else I talked about with my man Kesey, and I'll expound upon it a little bit more when you listen to the interview. But we were the first ones. And Tree always gets mad at me and gives me the side eye when I tell about these things we were the first to doing. We were the first ones to use social media, especially in sports talk radio, definitely in Atlanta. I would say nationally because I don't remember anybody doing this type of stuff. We were the first ones to use social media, first of all, and then we were the first ones to live stream the show in studio. What was the name of the thing that did the live streaming? I always forget the name of it, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Tree, what was the first live streaming platform?
Ustream.
Ustream, that's right. We used to Ustream the show back in, I'm going to guess, 2008, maybe 2009, because they got our ass up out of there in 2012. So it was a couple of years before that, maybe like 2011 maybe. We used to Ustream the show from studio. From that Ninja, happy show anniversary chat, fam. Man, I appreciate it, Ninja, man. Appreciate people like you, my man Big Smooth, for supporting the Stews, the Doug Stewart Show, Real Talk, Real Radio. I support y'all, man. I thank y'all for supporting us here on the Doug Stewart Show. From Grego, we don't know that Gino nor Alex Smith are like in film room, locker rooms, etc. Maybe the work ethic behind the scenes may not be there. That very well could be the case. I don't know what the conversation was in the chat room. From Polo Negro, my Falcons have the perfect setup on Sunday. Romo out, Dez out, and Witten had 2 sprained ankles and a sprained knee. I wish harm on no one, but we have to take advantage. I'll take it. Oh, yeah. We'll take it. If my team is playing against your team got a bunch of injuries, like my man Polo Negro said, I don't want to see anybody get hurt, but that's a benefit. That's a plus. Let's keep it real. If you don't have your key players, and that's been a big issue for me in fantasy this year, is I have Dez Bryant. Now Tony Romo's out. So that's that's my first pick. I think that was my first pick in that particular draft. If your first pick gets hurt and you don't have production out of your first pick, it's going to be very, very tough for you to win a fantasy league. You could have depth on the bench, but still, it's nothing like the first pick in your draft in fantasy football got to produce. They just have to produce, man. And with Dez Bryant going out for my team, man, that's really, really hurting me. But, yeah, as far as the Falcons, man, all of these cats nicked up. Their 2 best players on offense, probably 2 best players on the team, not able to get out there and play this coming Sunday against the Falcons. Yeah. That's a good thing for the Falcons. That's a very good thing for the Falcons. All right, when we get back from the break, hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show, celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the show today. More surprises from the first 2 weeks in the NFL, and reading more of your chat will go down as well. All right, don't go away. Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, Texas Pete Hot Sauce. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Let me tell you about Travel by Stats. Travel by Stats delivers premium travel packages and provide excellence by focusing on assuring that their tour itinerary is clear. For destinations they've never taken, they even take the trip in advance of the actual one you're about to take. This ensures everybody has a great experience. They've been around since 1988 and have been operating here in Atlanta since 2000, starting from the ground up, but they now boast of a team operating in 5 states. Travel by Stats not only specializes in Caribbean destinations, they also provide a variety of reasonable, cost-efficient events by land, air, or sea. One of their big things is sports travel for football fanatics who live in Metro Atlanta. That's the fun way to go anyway. Here's some of their upcoming list of events. Giants at Cowboys, Falcons at Giants, Falcons at Cowboys, Cowboys at Saints, Patriots at Cowboys, and many, many more. Contact them at 855-266-6675, extension 700 for the owner, Maritza Wilmer. Again, that's 855-266-6675, extension 700. If you mention my name, Doug Stewart, you'll receive an extra 10% off your package. Travel by Stats, where they don't sell travel, they sell fun. Meet me at the club. It's going down. Meet me in the A. It's going down. Meet me in Atlanta. That's right. The weekend of September 26, 2015, we are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show, Stewies. And it's going to be crazy. We got a whole list of events scheduled for the entire weekend. That's going to be so fun. Come celebrate with your boy. Starting out Friday night, man, with a meet and greet party at the Artist Den downtown ATL. Late Friday night, it's the Fella Soiree at T's Gentlemen's Club in Buckhead. Saturday morning, the TDSS Golf Shootout at North Fulton Golf Club downtown ATL. Saturday night, the main event, the all-black party at the Doubletree Hotel in Buckhead. And Sunday, the Falcons versus Cowboys viewing/day party on the rooftop lounge at Mardi Gras Cafe, downtown ATL. It's going to be fantastic, man. You've been looking for a reason to come to Atlanta. Here's your perfect reason. Get all the details at tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. Once again, it's tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. See you in Atlanta. The 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Yes! Yes, sir. We're back. The Two Live Stews are back on air every Saturday morning on WGST at 11 a.m.
It's Sports Talk with Hot Sauce. Special thanks to our sponsor, Bruce Hagen, Hagen-Law.com, for making it happen. Thanks, Bruce. You're the man, the people's lawyer.
Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. That's right, it's our anniversary around this piece. Yes, sir. The 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I nub knew, in the famous words of Buckwheat, Eddie Murphy style. The 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you. Yeah. Shouts out to all of the Stewies, man. Come celebrate with your boy this weekend, man. The Doug Stewart Show weekend. The meet and greet party this Friday night at the Artist Den downtown ATL. Saturday night, the all-black party is going down at the Doubletree Hotel in Buckhead. I think you still can get rooms, just not at the rate we were offering a couple of weeks ago. So that's going to be crazy, man. We've actually got, if you go to tdssweekend.eventbrite.com, you know, we're always couples friendly around here because I've been married for 20 years this year. So we're always couple friendly, man. So we've got a deal as far as if you get 2 tickets for you and your spouse, girlfriend, your boo, or whatever it may be. So get all the details, man, and come party with me Saturday night for the first official all-black party of the season. Because before the last couple of weeks, it's been all about, all white. So it's after Labor Day and all of that. So the first official all-black party of the season, real grown and sexy, real upscale, fat-ass ballroom, chandeliers, all that type of stuff, man. It's going to be great. So get your tickets at tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. Do something different, fellas. Your old lady's tired of just going to the movie on a special occasion, or you taking it out to dinner, taking it out to Burger King and whatnot. Surprise them, man, and bring out to the all-black party. We're all black. Please don't come out there in orange or something like that and make me look at you side-eye. I mean, we'll probably let you in if you paid your money, but just try to adhere to the theme. We all adults around here, man. Yeah, just wear black. Go out and get you something black. You should have something black in your closet, right? Come on, man. No, don't be like that, all right? Don't be like that, all right? So TDSSweekend.eventbrite.com and get your tickets. This thing will sell out. So you need to get your tickets. It will sell out before Saturday night. Trust me. So get your tickets now, all right? 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. Talking about disappointments and surprises, really, after week 2 of the NFL this past weekend. Might be the biggest disappointment is the New York Giants. Giants 0-2 right now. Not only are they 0-2, but they've given away 2 games. In the debacle against the Dallas Cowboys in week 1 and what happened this past weekend, I'm not going to say they gave away the game to the Falcons. The Falcons went and got that game more so than what happened the prior week. But they were in position in both games. They were up by 10 points in the fourth quarter in both games. Usually, stats say you don't lose those games in the NFL, but they found a way to do it. Clock management issues. Spiking the ball. I mean, Eli not knowing what the hell he's supposed to do in the scenario and that point and place in the game. So they get a Buster Award, man, on a Tuesday if you're talking about disappointments and surprises after 2 weeks in the NFL. 404-382-0338. Let me go ahead and grab some more of your chat. And thank you for the chat from Eugene Jackson. Doug, did you give a ball award to my favorite college team Monday, Notre Dame? Yes, sir. I didn't give him a damn baller, but I acknowledged him. Your boy acknowledged him, man. That really hurt. Georgia Tech, man. It's not over, though. It's not over yet. KC. Jets looking at 5-0 before they clash with the Patriots, Philly, Dolphins, and Redskins stand in their way. I won't go that far. I won't project out for 5-0 for the New York Jets, just not yet. I'm used to the Jets sucking and being one of the worst teams and one of the worst organizations in football. Let's see what happens the next couple of weeks before you start talking about 5-0, Casey. Let me go ahead and grab a call. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
What's up, Doug? This is the Oklahoma Sigma.
Who's this?
This is Oklahoma Sigma.
Oklahoma Sigma, what up, bro? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I want to call in and congratulate you on 1 year, man, doing your thing on the radio.
Man.
And I'm just proud of you, bro.
Man, thank you so much for that Oklahoma Sigma, man. It's been 1 year, man. It's been great, right?
Oh, man. I enjoyed every minute of it, brother. I tell everybody I know to check it out.
Yeah, that's what's up. Matter of fact, that's a good idea. If you're listening to the show right now, get one person to tune into the Doug Stewart Show, man. That'll be a great anniversary gift for me, man. I really would appreciate that.
Yeah, man. And also, before I go, I wanted to give you my surprise. I got 2 surprises for the NFL season so far.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them is my Cowboys' health, man. God, dog, we can't keep nobody healthy. And we got y'all Falcons coming in here next Sunday.
Yeah.
We can't keep safeties healthy, receivers, running backs healthy, tight end getting hurt. So, man, we're going to see what's happening on Sunday. But then also my other surprise is those Eagles, Sam Bradford out here play shape and look like.
Yeah. Bradford's looking horrible. Chip Kelly's looking horrible. Thank you for the call, Oklahoma Sigma. That's probably, in the grand scheme of things, appreciate the call once again, Oklahoma Sigma. Thank you, brother, for the well wishes after 1 year. We do have a great time around here. In relative terms, man, that's probably the biggest story this year because of all the hoopla surrounding that Philadelphia Eagles offense. Chip Kelly doing it his way. What they did in the preseason, they lit up the scoreboard. They absolutely suck right now, and nobody saw that coming, not even me. I didn't think they'd be this bad. I definitely questioned Chip Kelly and the success of this team going forward after getting rid of good players. I talked about this yesterday, and bringing in average players to replace them. But even I didn't see this. Even I didn't see 0-2. And not only just 0-2, Sam Bradford looks horrible. DeMarco Murray forgot how to run the football. I mean, he just looks like he forgot how to run the football. He's got 9 yards. No, check that. 11 yards in 2 games? Who does that? Unheard of. Absolutely unheard of, man, for a running back with that status to do so little in the first couple of games in the year. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Okay, check this out. To my loyal listeners out there, if you're looking for an honest income opportunity that is simple, innovative, and has residual income built in, then listen up, folks. Check out an amazing home business opportunity that is all the rage right now. Do yourself a great favor and visit paysforever.org. This program has been around for over 10 years and now has stood the test of time. And again, it's paysforever.org. Once again, that's paysforever.org. Just check them out and let them know that the Doug Stewart Show sent you, all right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me read more of your chat, man. Thank you to paysforever.org. From Ronald Cameron, if you have a great defense, you always have a chance to win it all. See, that's the beautiful thing about it. Our coach used to tell us in Little League back in 1978, Coach Dunk, God rest his soul, that if you have a great defense, you can score. The offense can't stop anybody, but the defense can stop people, stop teams, stop offenses, as well as they can score. Your offense don't have to put up any points, but if your defense is good and gets you a pick six or pick up a fumble and scoop and score, or if they put the offense in such a good position with a turnover deep in their own territory, that's equaling points. And it's a very simple equation. You got a great defense, you're going to be in every single game. If they can't score points, then damn it, we'll go to the fourth quarter and it's 0-0. And hopefully there's an opportunity that we put the offense in position to score some easy points. Or maybe, once again, we'll get an interception and score a touchdown or scoop and score. So it's very, very simple, man. Defense wins championships. From Emmett Bean, thankfully the Colts are in the AFC South. From the brother beloved, Fitzpatrick repost. He's creepy behind that beard. No emotions on his face. That's so ever. He is creepy. He's winning, though. From the 47th problem, Fitzpatrick looked like Captain Jack. Yeah, with that big-ass Irish beard. You know he's Irish. And he has that big old Irish beard, big old Irish head, too. Sandman, I've always thought Marshall and Decker would come back to life with Fitzpatrick under the center. Geno Smith just don't get it, man. Geno Smith has lost his starting job. There's no way when he comes back from this injury, from getting punched in the jaw, there's no way that Bowen's going to start Geno over Fitzpatrick. There's no way, and I agree with it. They just can't do it right now. They're playing too good. Not that he's playing fantastic. It's just that he's not losing games. He's not throwing the ball to the other team, and that's huge. That's huge. So, yeah, Geno's going to have to sit for a minute. Fitzpatrick's going to have to go through a spell where he, looks really, really bad for, 2 or 3 games in a row before Geno Smith hits that field again. No way they start him. All right, we get back from the break. More of your surprises thus far in the NFL season. We'll read more of your chat, and we'll continue to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Yes! Football season only just begun, but it already feels like the playoffs at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site, where millionaires are being crowned all season long. 1 week fantasy at DraftKings means no season-long commitments. It's fantasy football on demand. Play where you want, when you want, with the players you want. And with $1 million up for grabs every week, every game is the big game and every play matters. So, 1st and 10 in the first quarter feels like 4th and goal with 1 second left. And a long touchdown run can mean more than just a victory for your favorite team. It can mean you've just turned your love of football into $1 million payday. This isn't fantasy as usual. This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and use promo code Spreaker to play for free for a shot at $1 million in this week's Millionaire Maker event. Enter Spreaker for free entry now only at DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com, that's DraftKings.com.
The Doug Stewart Show presents another episode of Stories with Uncle Dougie, straight out of Monk's Corner edition.
So my best friend, man, Bubba, he gets on the bus, and he sits down, and he's, like, distraught. And I'm like, dude, what's going on? And we're on the bus on the way to school. We're, like, in 9th, 10th grade, and we're on the bus on the way to school, and he says, my old man, he shot a man last night. I was like, wait a minute, what did you say? And I had heard these stories before, and rest in peace, his daddy's name was Coconut. Coconut was a little guy, probably 5'5", about, 140 pounds. So he's a little dude. And little dudes, man, they don't got the tolerance to wrestle with you or fight or put up their hands or something like that, especially old cats like this where I'm from. He's like, my old man stumbled in 4 o'clock in the morning, and I met him in the hallway because he was extra intoxicated. And he looked at me and said, Bubba, I had to shoot a man tonight. And come to find out more of the story, now keep in mind, this was in 1985 or something like this. Coconut was probably in his late 50s, early 60s. And once again, I told you, the story on the street was that he had done this many times before. Come to find out, Coconut had shot 4, maybe 5 people throughout his life in our little town in Monk's Corner, South Carolina. This is not a lie, and I know this seems like a story from the Andy Griffith Show, from Ernest T. Bass. This is not a lie. In my hometown, you can literally shoot people or shoot at people, connect on their lower extremities 4, 5, 6 times, and not go to jail forever.
The Doug Stewart Show.
Let me tell you about Travel by Stats. Travel by Stats delivers premium travel packages and provide excellence by focusing on assuring that their tour itinerary is clear. For destinations they've never taken, they even take the trip in advance of the actual one you're about to take. This ensures everybody has a great experience. They've been around since 1988 and have been operating here in Atlanta since 2000, starting from the ground up, but they now boast of a team operating in 5 states. Travel by Stats not only specializes in Caribbean destinations, they also provide a variety of reasonable, cost-efficient events by land, air, or sea. One of their big things is sports travel for football fanatics who live in Metro Atlanta. That's the fun way to go anyway. Here's some of their upcoming list of events. Giants at Cowboys, Falcons at Giants, Falcons at Cowboys, Cowboys at Saints, Patriots at Cowboys, and many, many more. Contact them at 855-266-6675, extension 700, for the owner, Maritza Wilmer. Again, that's 855-266-6675, extension 700. If you mention my name, Doug Stewart, you'll receive an extra 10% off your package. Travel by Stats. Where they don't sell travel, they sell fun. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Happy anniversary to me. Yes, sir. Today is the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show, man. Appreciate all the love. I mean, talked about it a lot today. Kind of like a testimony. This ain't easy, man. It's very, very difficult to get over or close to 10,000 people to hit that little follow button. Yes, sir. And that's what we've done. We haven't hit the 10,000 mark yet, but we're very close. I believe we're probably at like 9,700, something like that. But trust me, man, it's not easy. And so we're coming close to that milestone. At some point in the next couple of months, we're going to get to 300,000 listens, man. And it's been a labor of love, and I thank you for sticking with your boy for 1 year. I mean, this is what y'all want. Y'all want real sports talk, real opinions, You know, not that sanitized, filtered crap that you hear on the Puppet Factory. You know, everybody's playing the political game and saying what they think is in their best interest so they can get their next check. We don't get down like that around here, man. We pretty much been exiled from that world. The Two Live Stews, me and my brother. So why not just keep it real, you know? And if I ever get the opportunity, which I believe will probably happen at some point, to get back on more mainstream, a more mainstream format, I'm still just going to be me, man. I mean, that's what made us successful for close to 12 years, and that's what's making this show successful. You're going to get the realest opinion you can get from the Doug Stewart Show and from the Stewies, man. So thank you very much. Talking about disappointments and surprises after week 2 of the NFL, how about Marcus Mariota, man? You know, I'm a guy that's been very, very skeptical of that guy coming out of Oregon into the NFL. Not that I don't love his skill set and his athleticism. I actually love that about the dude. It's just the fact that he came from that system. Chip Kelly. And what they do out there, those quarterbacks that have come from Oregon usually haven't been successful in the NFL. Now, it's just 2 weeks. Once again, I have to keep saying that. But in these first 2 weeks, man, he's looked damn good. He looks like he belongs. He looks like that system that he ran in college. Actually, what they're doing is a good thing, is they're using a lot of what he did in college as his offense in the NFL with the Tennessee Titans. They're 1-1. They lost this past weekend to Johnny Manziel. But once again, pretty decent stats, no interceptions, threw a couple of touchdowns kind of in mop-up situation in the second half. But the guy hadn't thrown an interception this year. And he's got, 6 touchdown passes. I would have never thought in a million years that Marcus Mariota, after just 2 weeks, would be doing this good. Okay? And so I got to give credit where credit's due. Once again, the jury's still out. We'll see. But after 2 weeks, man, Marcus Mariota has been a pleasant surprise in the NFL. Let me go ahead and grab more of your chat here. From Andre Elam, he says, let's talk about that college football. Bama got their tail beat down at home. They dropped out of the top 10 for the first time in many years. Yeah, we talked about that on Monday. From KC, Jets looking at 5-0 before they clashed with the Patriots. I already read that one. From Gary Joyner, Geno has 2 years to prove himself. They gave Alex Smith 6 to 7 years, had multiple chances. Give me a break. I agree with what you're saying to a degree, but the problem with the difference between Geno and Alex Smith is Geno was taken later in the first round, or he wasn't even taken in the first round. Geno was taken in the second rounder. As a second rounder, Alex Smith was taken as the first pick in the draft. So because so much more was invested in him was the reason why he was given the opportunity, or has been given an opportunity over and over and over again, because obviously offensive coordinators feel like that the guy had the talent to be the first pick in the draft, and if we implement our system around him and my thinking around this guy, we can fix him. That's what that is. There's not as much invested in Geno Smith. You got to remember the rookie wage scale is coming to play in the last couple of years as well. So they don't have the huge investment. They don't have to just wait and see if this guy's going to turn it around, i.e. what's happened to Sam Bradford when he was in St. Louis, and also what's going on right now with RG3. And they don't have to wait. They can get rid of these guys much quicker because they don't have the initial investment in these quarterbacks like they used to have some years ago. From Emmett Bean, thankfully the Colts are in the AFC South. Let's see what we got here. From Sandman, I've always thought Marshall and Decker would come back to life with Fitzpatrick under the center. Geno Smith just don't get it, man. I read that one as well. From Emmett Bean, the biggest disappointment are the Skins with them being 1-1. Yeah, what you're saying is you thought they would be 0-2? Boosa. What up, Boosa? Doug, I'm telling you the Redskins is going to surprise. Also, just watch. They're 1-1 right now, and they don't totally suck. That defense has actually been playing very good for the Washington Redskins, so we're definitely going to keep our eyes on them. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. From Andre Elam, it was the battle of the ugly-ass beards. Yeah, so last night you have Fitzpatrick, and then you have, for the Colts, Andrew Luck, who's actually even parlayed that whole ugly beard to a commercial for the TV cable network or whatever. From Grego, conspiracy brother alert. You know I'm fair for defending my Pats and also calling them out. I believe Belichick knew about the deflated balls and Tom Brady was a scapegoat that they, Belichick, Goodell, all involved, knew would not stick. He's throwing the football better than ever with regulated balls, but our fumbles are up more than ever this year. Yeah. Oh, so Grego, you're actually acknowledging that, okay, for a little backstory on this. Grego has been an ardent defender of the New England Patriots and, the whole Deflategate stuff. So now he's acknowledging, because of some of the facts we talked about, how the Patriots had by far the best turnover ratio in football for many, many years, and that it probably had something to do with the deflated footballs, that they've been probably deflating for a long time. Yeah. Isn't it just a coincidence, Grego, that your team suddenly can't hold on to the football right now? When historically over the last 6, 7, 8 years, they've been the best by far. Like the gap between the Patriots and the second best team as far as holding on to the football, there was a huge, huge gap. And now they can't hold on to the damn football, Oh, yeah. Strange. From Sandman, Cromartie and Revis pretty good. That Calvin Pryor don't have to do much. Yeah, the safeties are probably the one aspect of the Jets defense that's kind of lacking. But when you got that great play from the secondary, from the cornerbacks, man, they kind of erase a lot of the mistakes that the young safeties are going to make back there. From KC, don't sleep on Todd Bowles' defense. He's going to make a lot of quarterbacks look bad. Gary Joyner, Andrew Luck ain't ish. He gets better treatment than RG3. Let's give him the same treatment. Luck can't read defenses, period. I think Luck is pressing right now, and I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses for him, but I guess I kind of am because I picked him to go to the Super Bowl. I think the difference between – there's probably some bias against RG3 inherently for some of the obvious reasons that we all know about. But I also think that Andrew Luck statistically had been doing fantastic the first couple of years, did take this team to an AFC Championship game last year. You can also make the argument, speaking of the Patriots and Brady, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, that maybe without deflated footballs and all of the shenanigans that the Patriots do, maybe they could have gone to the Super Bowl last year. I mean, so don't forget that the guy has done a lot of great things. Thus far this year, he sucked. And I think people are starting to come around to saying that openly. From Jam 2 in the NFL, when teams adapt and improvise, when they get the opportunity to study film on and devise ways to beat or contain. Remember how teams study the moves of Mike Vick and now Andrew Luck. Maybe that's the case. Maybe they figured out Andrew Luck. I remember when we used to work at the other radio station for all those years. There was a guy there who was a big baseball guy. You know his name, Chris Domino. Chris Domino used to always say, he was the baseball guy once again, he used to always say, in talking about baseball players, is you can't really get caught up in how good a guy does out of the box, because at some point teams are going to get a book on you. That's the term they always use. They're going to get a book on you. And I remember, I think maybe it was Jeff Francoeur or somebody like that for the Braves. You remember Francoeur came out and had that amazing start to his career, and then it subsided. It waned, to say the least, over the next couple of years. I think maybe Jeff Francoeur is still in the league right now. I think he actually plays for Kansas City. But yeah, after they see you one time, and once they figure out things that you don't do well, things that you do well and things that you don't do well, and they get that book on you, then let's see what happens. And maybe they have. Maybe the NFL has gotten a book on your boy Andrew Luck. Time will tell. We will see. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. This is the Doug Stewart Show. When we get back from the break, more of your chat and more talk about surprises in the NFL this year. That's all we're doing today, man. The NFL is back. Football is back, shawty. We waited all year for this. Yeah, so we'll continue to talk about the season thus far, and we'll continue to celebrate as well the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. Let me tell you about Travel by Stats. Travel by Stats delivers premium travel packages and provide excellence by focusing on assuring that their tour itinerary is clear. For destinations they've never taken, they even take the trip in advance of the actual one you're about to take. This ensures everybody has a great experience. They've been around since 1988 and have been operating here in Atlanta since 2000, starting from the ground up, but they now boast of a team operating in 5 states. Travel by Stats not only specializes in Caribbean destinations, they also provide a variety of reasonable, cost-efficient events by land, air, or sea. One of their big things is sports travel for football fanatics who live in Metro Atlanta. That's the fun way to go anyway. Here's some of their upcoming list of events. Giants at Cowboys, Falcons at Giants, Falcons at Cowboys, Cowboys at Saints, Patriots at Cowboys, and many, many more. Contact them at 855-266-6675, extension 700, for the owner, Maritza Wilmer. Again, that's 855-266-6675, extension 700. If you mention my name, Doug Stewart, you'll receive an extra 10% off your package. Travel by Stats. Where they don't sell travel, they sell fun. We're back. The Two Live Stews are back on air every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on WGST. It's sports talk with hot sauce. Special thanks to our sponsor, Bruce Hagen, at Hagen-Law.com for making it happen.
640 WGST in Atlanta. Search 640 WGST on iHeartRadio worldwide.
Yes! Football season only just begun, but it already feels like the playoffs at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site, where millionaires are being crowned all season long. One-week fantasy at DraftKings means no season-long commitments. It's fantasy football on demand. Play where you want, when you want, with the players you want. And with $1 million up for grabs every week, every game is the big game, and every play matters. So, 1st and 10 in the first quarter feels like 4th and goal with 1 second left. And a long touchdown run can mean more than just a victory for your favorite team. It can mean you've just turned your love of football into $1 million payday. This isn't fantasy as usual. This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and use promo code Spreaker to play for free for a shot at $1 million in this week's Millionaire Maker event. Enter Spreaker for free entry now, only at DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com, that's DraftKings.com.
Know what time it is. Danger!
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Paying tribute to the great Mystico today. Today is his birthday. He's 45 years old. Happy birthday to him. And also we're celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Yes, sir. Hey, this segment is brought to you by Travel by Stats. Are you trying to get to the big game? No matter where it is, holla at my folks at travelbystats.com. Once again, that's travelbystats.com. Or give them a call at 855-266-6675 for premium coach service, man, to all the big games. Holla at my folks at Travel by Stats. Yes, sir. Hey, I got a guest on the line.
Well, good morning. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Good morning.
Good morning. What's up, man? One live stew on the line right now, little brother of Doug Stewart. What's going on, sir?
Big but little. Happy anniversary, man.
Okay, we're gonna play that big little brother thing to the hilt, I guess. You should have never let Tree hear that.
Happy anniversary, man.
Man, thank you very much, sir. 1 year today.
You called me about 18 months ago today, and you said, "Hey, man, I'm getting the band back together. You down?" And I said, "Let me think about this for a second, man." Hell no, have fun. And
right.
You took the baton, man, and you created this thing, man, that we know as the Doug Stewart Show. And we freaking love it, man. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Man, thank you, sir. Thank you. Hey,
man,
See, I didn't invest my NFL money like you did. So I don't have the opportunity to just sit back and be soccer dad and, do all of the beautiful things that you do, man. But it's okay. It's okay.
you didn't invest your body like I did in the NFL either, so these things happen to work itself out.
Yeah.
Hey, man, hey, listen, man, real quick, man. I think about it, man, over the last year, and I don't listen to sports talk in the car. I don't listen to sports talk, or I don't watch the sports talk TV shows. And thanks to the Doug Stewart app, man, the Stewart Media and Entertainment, I can be in my car or at home, and I can enjoy good sports talk, man. So I really appreciate it, man.
Man, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. What? That's him right there? Go kick his ass. Hey, listen, I'm at the school, man. I'm at Miles' school.
Right.
We handling a little bit of business, man.
Yeah. Please don't get my kids kicked, my nephews kicked out of school, sir, with your violent temperament with them.
It's all taking control of, man. But, I mean, you know, these kids are going to learn at an early age, man. Don't try me. If you don't try me, everything will be fine, man.
Hey, we finished.
And my kids are going to do the same thing, man. I don't want my kids being tried, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was just joking about that. We're finishing up with Ryan Stewart right now on the Doug Stewart Show, celebrating the 1-year anniversary. All right, so we haven't had you on this show since we started back on 640 WGST. How's it feel, champ? I mean, 3 weeks in the books. How's it feel to be back behind the mic?
You never really know how much you miss something until it's gone, man. And ever since we learned or figured out how we were going to get back on, every day has just been filled with excitement, man. It is probably one of the best things outside of my kids, man. It's been one of the best things that's happened to me, man, in a while. I'm having a freaking blast.
Okay. That's what's up, man. Yeah, it's real good. It's real good. It's going great. What we got? 14 more weeks, and then a lot of bigger things going to probably pop up from this, man. So, yeah, it's going real good. I'm real happy with the way it's turned out.
Hey, man, I told you about them Falcons, man. I told you the Falcons were going to be a good team and surprise a lot of people, man. I told you, man.
Yeah, okay. You also told me about the Auburn Tigers, too, right?
What? Excuse me? What did you say?
You told me about the Auburn Tigers, too. Who'd you pick for the Super Bowl? I can't remember.
Oh, the Super Bowl? Come on, man.
You picked the Lions. Didn't you
pick the Falcons, man.
Didn't you pick the Lions?
What? Excuse me? What'd you say?
Didn't you pick the Lions to play in the Super Bowl this year, too?
I don't recall that, man. This darn CTE is killing me, man. I don't recall that, man.
Yeah, okay. Hey, man, but I appreciate the call, man. I guess I'll see you Saturday.
You sound great, man, and I appreciate you doing what you do, man. It's really a good listen every day, man.
There he is, Ryan Stewart right there. Yes, sir. Yeah. And Ninja picked the Lions. He picked the Lions, and he picked the Auburn Tigers. Now, my two teams that I picked that aren't looking so good right now, I picked Georgia Tech. Clearly, they aren't looking good after getting beat this past weekend by Notre Dame. And I also took the Colts in the NFL, so that's not stacking up too well right now as well. But it's early. It's very early. With this playoff system, all Georgia Tech got to do is get in the place to be fourth. They don't have to be number one. All they got to do is run the table, get in that fourth spot, and play for a national championship. Very, very easy. And in the NFL it happens. I mean, hell, the Colts, once again, played in the AFC Championship game last year after starting out the season 0-2. So it's possible. It is very, very possible. So I feel better about Georgia Tech and about the Colts than about Auburn and the Detroit Lions. Let me go ahead and grab a call. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Yeah, bro, this is Jersey, man. What's going on?
Who's this, Vern from Jersey?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
What up, Vern from Jersey? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing stupendous.
Oh, man, that's great. That's great.
Yeah, 1 year in, man. We doing great.
Yeah.
About the party, man, this weekend. You know, so it's all good. It's all love, man.
Vern, you've been with me. How long after I first started did you hear about the show and start tuning in? Were you there day one or what?
Yeah, I was there day one, man.
Oh, that's what's up.
I used to follow you on YouTube first.
Right. Yeah. And so on YouTube, for people that don't know, I did it was probably like 15 minutes. I did a 15-minute YouTube show once a week for probably close to a year, where basically I just, keeping my sword sharpened, my skills together a little bit because I hadn't done it in so long. And then I transitioned from that to doing the Doug Stewart Show on Spreaker. Yeah.
Right. Hey, let me get a couple of points out, man, because, we didn't get a chance to talk yesterday, First point,
Vern,
man.
I want to hear about your thoughts about your Giants being 0-2 and giving away 2 games.
No, I wasn't going to start on that. I said a couple of points. You know what I'm saying? The first point is you talked about the Buckeyes. Every team runs into a situation that we ran into last week, but it takes a man to accomplish what they have accomplished.
Right.
And so this week, whoever we play, they just gonna get their ass beat. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you think about that? What do you think about that quarterback situation? Is are they going to put JT Barrett in there from now on? You think?
No, they can't. They can't offer one game. They can't do that to 12 gauge. 12 gauge is gonna come back out. He gonna look at the film and see where he went wrong, and he gonna straighten that out, man. But as long as we got enough quarterbacks, that's the thing. We're gonna have enough quarterbacks to finish the season the way we want it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And number 2, you picked Georgia Tech to play us in the championship game, right?
Right.
You didn't think about Notre Dame. You go to the house where all them ghosts live at, Rockney and all them. You know what I'm saying? It's hard it's hard to get that thing off like they tried to get it off. You know what I'm saying? Notre Dame is
yeah.
I think they lowered the standards a little bit, so now they're getting them brothers that didn't have them high IQs, but they have the high IQs on whooping butt.
Right.
And that's what happened. He's building a team now.
Right.
And number 3, we're going to go to the Meadowlands last weekend. Okay, the Falcons went there. They was given the game, and they took it well, and they brought it back home, and they think they're going to the Super Bowl. But to all you Falcon fans up here on that, man, you still ain't ish. You're going to lose 2 in a row. And when you lose 2 in a row, you're going to go hide behind them bushes and I'll be like, where are all my Falcon fans at? So, you know what? We're going to be good. Cruz ain't there, but once Cruz come back, ODB going to tear the league up. And, like they say, Dub, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Well,
hey,
who is your team? Do you have a team in Monk's Corner?
Yeah.
What's your team name?
No,
we
don't.
But
Vern, let me say this before I let you go. It wouldn't be proper for my anniversary. I didn't put a couple of hot leads in your ass. Happy anniversary to me, Vern. Thank you. Happy anniversary to me. The Doug Stewart Show. Yes, sir. It wouldn't be right if I didn't tell Vern to turn his ass around. Love you, Vern. Not really. I love you, Vern. Thanks, Vern. All right, so if you're new to the show, it's a love-hate relationship between me and Vern. We go way back. He's the most aggravating joker you will ever meet in your life. Good dude, but he's aggravating as hell. Hey, don't go away. When we get back from the break, man, we'll continue talking about surprises after week 2 in the NFL. I'll continue to read your chat, and we'll do what we do and wrap this show up. The fastest 2 hours in sports and entertainment. The Doug Stewart Show. Yes! We're back. The 2 Live Stews are back on air every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on WGST. It's Sports Talk with Hot Sauce. Special thanks to our sponsor, Bruce Hagen, at Hagen-Law.com for making it happen.
640 WGST in Atlanta. Search 640 WGST on iHeartRadio worldwide.
Yes! In life, things happen, good and bad. And being prepared is always important. If you're like me, a husband, a father, and protector of that family tree, then your family is the most important thing in the world. 95 million U.S. adults don't have protection in place. So, what I've done is put my protection in the hands of the largest and #1 independent financial services company in North America, and that's Primerica. They look out for middle America because they believe that offering the most competitive premiums only benefits the client and have been doing so since 1977. If you're a parent, husband, or wife and want to discuss options with one of Primerica's top reps, then call my guy, Greg Wynn, at 678-439-7172. Again, that's 678-439-7172, and he'll put your family first. And hey, tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Yes! Meet me at the club. It's going down. Meet me in the A. It's going down. Meet me in Atlanta. That's right. The weekend of September 26, 2015, we are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Stewies! and it's going to be crazy. We got a whole list of events scheduled for the entire weekend. That's going to be so fun. Come celebrate with your boy. Starting out Friday night, man, with a meet and greet party at the Artist Den downtown ATL. Late Friday night, it's the Fella Soiree at T's Gentlemen's Club in Buckhead. Saturday morning, the TDSS Golf Shootout at North Fulton Golf Club downtown ATL. Saturday night, the main event, the all-black party at the Doubletree Hotel in Buckhead. And Sunday, the Falcons versus Cowboys viewing/day party on the rooftop lounge at Mardi Gras Cafe, downtown ATL. It's going to be fantastic, man. You've been looking for a reason to come to Atlanta. Here's your perfect reason. Get all the details at tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. Once again, it's tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. See you in Atlanta. The 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Yes! Yes, sir.
For the Prince of the South. Kill like Yabba Dabba Doosh. I just got out. Still rapping, slapping kittens and grabbing.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Tribute Tuesday. Paying homage to the great Mystico today. This is kind of like a newer song right here. I've never heard this one.
I'm gonna have to light you up. I eat flames up.
You know Mystico when you hear Mystico. Brother got his own style. What's up, Tree?
It sounds like James Brown, though.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Other than the fact that he's dead, we might think it was him.
Yeah, you said the producer for this is actually the same people that did Uptown Funk. Who did that?
Mark Ronson. He's one of the co-writers. Even though I think they stole Uptown Funk from what's that group? Morris Day. That sounds just like.
Oh, yeah. It's got the same essence, at least. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Hey, so we've been paying tribute today to Mystico on the Doug Stewart Show, and also we've been celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the show. Thank you so much. Really do mean it, man. Thank you. This segment is brought to you by Strickland Security. Yeah, man, you have to protect your family, especially in Metro Atlanta. Great place to live once again, but if you watch the news, you've seen that there's been some issues with break-ins, man, in some parts of town. Protect your family, man, with a company that's been around and has over 55 years experience. They'll sell you, whatever you need, not just what they want to sell you. They'll fix your alarm system. They'll give you a basic alarm system, or they can even give you the big boy. Good people, man. Holla at my folks at StricklandSecurity.com. Once again, that's StricklandSecurity.com, and tell them that the Doug Stewart Show sent you, all right? Let me read more of this chat before we get out of here. All day long, we've been talking about surprises in the NFL. We've been talking about the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. I've been reminding you to get your tickets for the all-black party, in particular for Saturday night, and definitely come out Friday night for the meet and greet in ATL this coming weekend. But we have also been talking about surprises in the NFL thus far after 2 weekends. And so let me read more of your chat here and see what y'all are talking about here on the Doug Stewart Show. From Rel Scott, somebody please fix RG3. From Cornelia Small, Eagles are just going to have to use the Pats formula for winning with average players, cheat, and just pay the fine. Yeah. That's pretty much what the Patriots have done over their Tom Brady's career. And that's one of the reasons why I always gave Tom Brady a lot of kudos, because he did it with average receivers at best. Anybody else you talk about as far as greatest quarterback of all times, they've always had outstanding receivers to throw the ball to. Tom Brady never had that. Outside of that 1 year when Randy Moss was there, or maybe it was 2 years, he's always had mediocre receivers, the Troy Browns of the world, the Jabbar Gaffneys of the world. But yeah, maybe it has something to do with it. The Patriots have done it with very, very little, maybe because their ass been cheating the whole damn time. Yeah, maybe that has something to do with it. That's a great post, Cornelius. From Andre Elam Stewies, I wanted to do something special for our anniversary, and I said, I got TDS's anniversary week, and her ass is coming to the all-black party with me. Laugh Laughing my ass off. Okay, that's what's up, Andre Elam. Can't wait to see you this weekend, brother. I guess you wanted to say my wife wanted to do something special for anniversary week. I that wasn't in the post. It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, you're a little rusty, too.
I'm trying to get it together.
Yeah, so it says, Stewie's, my wife wanted to do something special for our anniversary, and I said, I got TDSS anniversary week, and her ass is coming to the all-black party with me, laughing my ass off. That's what's up. And party like it's 1999. J-Rob, the coach, will make the playoffs because there'll be divisional winners. This is a weak division. Is it time for the NFL to look at going to the NBA model for best records in the conference? There's more value on the divisions in the NFL. But the coach making it on account their division has been weak for years is crazy. That's a good point. Maybe they will go to that. Uncle Mike, Raiders, Doug. Yeah, Raiders got a win this past weekend. And if you know and you listen to the Two Live Stews, I kind of adopted the Raiders a couple of years ago, but it's been very hard to openly root for them. Yeah. We did this because here's the story. I've never had a team that I openly rooted for in my life in the NFL. And I know it's crazy, a guy that played football my entire life once again, but never did. So a couple of years ago, we did like this Survivor type thing, this bit on the show where we eliminated teams every day. And we did that for a couple of months or almost like a month and a half. And ultimately, I finished up with the Raiders, and my whole thinking was, I just love the history of the Raiders, the aggressive style that they've always been known for defensively, and I'm a Maverick myself, so I love the great Al Davis, and everybody hates on Al Davis. I respect Al Davis, God bless the dead, and so I picked the Raiders. It's just been very tough to openly root for them over the last couple of years. From Max Jones III, Luck is a good quarterback, but give some credit to the Jets defense. Sheldon Williams dominated the O-line. Oh, did you see the play when the Colts were like on the goal line? I can't remember exactly where it was in the game. And they showed the top view. And the Jets defensive line just pushed the offensive line of the Colts like 4 or 5 yards back. They got some real nasties on that defensive line for the Jets, man. Yeah, they're playing bully ball. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're playing bully ball, man. And Todd Bowles, man, is the right guy to call that type of defense and have that type of personnel as well. Jets going to be much better than I thought. Now, I'm not going to say, once again, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, I'm not going to say the Jets are going to, win double-digit games, 10, 11 games. But for a first-year coach to be 2-0 and to do it in the manner that Todd Bowles has, they're off to a good start. They are off to a fantastic start. Let's see if it continues. If teams kind of get a book on that Jets defense and figure out some things to do against them. We're definitely going to keep our eye on that. From Max Jones III, Luck is a good quarterback, but give some credit to the Jets defense. Sheldon Williams dominated the O-line. I think I just read that. Ronald Cameron, to me, the Jets are the most surprising team so far. I was never sold on the Eagles. It's a coin toss, man, between the Jets and the Falcons. Trying to think which one is the most surprising. Like, who did I think would be worse at the start of the season? Did I think the Jets? Nah. I probably thought the Jets would be a little bit better than the Falcons. So I would probably say the Jets are probably the most surprising team to me as far as the good side. They're more surprising slightly than the Falcons, but I mean it's damn close. No way you thought the Falcons would be 2-0. After playing the vaunted Philadelphia Eagles and going on the road to MetLife Stadium and beating the Jets or the Giants in the road, a team that's had our number over the last couple of years. You didn't expect that. Yeah. I'm still going to say I think the Jets, or I'm going to say the Falcons are slightly more surprising than the Jets. And on the opposite end of that spectrum, as far as negatively, yeah. Even I didn't think Philadelphia would look this bad. Your boy DeMarco Murray has carried the ball 21 times, and he's got 11 yards. That's got to be a record. That's got to be a record. I'm not talking about for a good running back, a quote-unquote good running back coming into the season. I'm talking about any running back in NFL history. In their first 2 games that have had 21 carries, and they've only amassed 11 yards. That's got to be a record. That's probably, that can't have been done before. There's no way possible. And then when you add on top of it, DeMarco Murray, the guy that ran for all of these yards last year, it's incredible. And Sam Bradford can't hit the backside of a barn. He had a good second half against the Falcons, but the game this past weekend, they looked horrible. Sam Bradford looked horrible, and it's got to be in his mind. It's got to be in the back of his mind to protect his legs. So when cats flying around his legs, psychologically, that's probably not a good thing for him. It's just not a good thing for dude. Let's see. From DB12, I don't think Andrew Luck is going to win a Super Bowl during his career if the Colts can't build a winning team around him when they don't have a lot of money coming to him. How will they do once they're paying him $25 million a season? From the 47th problem, can anyone remember who it was that tried to shoot Doug first before it sounded like he was spitting on himself? Laugh out loud. Who was that? Are you talking about on this show, or are you talking about on the Two Live Stews? He's talking on the Two Live Stews. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember the person's name right now. But, yeah, they called the show, and they had a shotgun. It sounded like they were in their backyard. First, the guy flushed the toilet. Then he pulled out a shotgun and busted off a couple of rounds in the air, I guess. That was kind of funny. That's kind of like Stu's history. From Ronald Cameron, the question is, what shape would Doug be in on Saturday morning after the festivities Friday night? Just kidding,
Amen.
Doug. No, you're not kidding. You're not kidding.
Amen.
It's going to be all right. I told y'all about that water. I told you about that water. It's going to be all right. I'm going to drink a couple of glasses of water. I'll be good to go. Just like the old people. We would be good to go. I'm a professional now. Sometimes I come in here slizzard, slutty drunk. And y'all have no idea. So I'll be good Saturday morning. Trust me, I'm a professional. From Gary Joyner, no excuses for Andrew Luck. He's garbage. Why do they put the salt shaker on the right and pepper on the left? Anyway, they don't make excuses for RG3. Why should they for Luck? Once again, I'm not 100% on the same boat with y'all on that discussion. I think when RG3 had it going, I think he got a lot of credit. But after the injuries and after he started to look bad, I think that it progressively changed to the guy can't play quarterback to the point where we are today. Yeah, trust me, if Andrew Luck continues to struggle like he has these first couple of games, yeah. And it'll be me. It'll be me from the highest mountaintop screaming about the disparity and the way they talk about these quarterbacks. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see if this continues. I just don't think this is going to continue. Remember last year now, they went 0-2 as well. So we'll see. Reading this message here, someone's asking for us to bring the blind guy to the TDSS Weekends events. Now, if you're not a Two Live Stews listener, you might be saying, who the hell is the blind guy? The blind guy is G from Atlanta. And quick story, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. We're about to get out of here in a second. Quick story, G is a listener to the show, and he's blind, and there's some type of mechanism that he uses to find his way to on radio or whatever. He explained it to us one day. But anyway, we went to a hockey game, I think. We called it Black Ice. And we took a bunch of listeners on a bus. And afterwards, we stopped by Magic City. Yes, we did. And G was with us. G went into Magic City with us. Now, keep in mind, G is blind as a bat. And he has a good attitude about it, so me saying these things, he wouldn't get offended. And so G's up in there, and he's explaining to these dancers that, listen, he can't see, but can he just touch? It's kind of like Braille. No lie. And so, yeah, the strippers let him touch. They let him touch for a little bit, and G got his happiness off. And it was a great night, man. So, yeah, maybe somebody can go pick G up and bring him out to the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Somebody go scoop up a man G. Shouts out to G from Atlanta. Love you, G. He called the show one time, the Doug Stewart Show one time. I don't know how it works when you try to listen online and being blind. Maybe it's a harder process than listening in calling the show back in the day on radio, on terrestrial radio. So maybe when G's birthday rolls around, we'll get him one of those machines so he can listen to the show online more frequently. Yes, sir. Hey, man. Let me say this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for supporting the Doug Stewart Show, man. 1 year anniversary. We made it. We made it! Yes, sir. We made it. Yeah. Come celebrate with your boy this weekend. I'm telling you, you need to get your all-black tickets right now for Saturday night. It's going to be crazy. Friday night, you know how it's going to get down at the Artist Den. But Saturday night, get your tickets right now today. I'm telling you, we're getting to that warning point. Get your tickets today at TDSSweekend.eventbrite.com and come kick it with your boy. All right? Thank you so much for joining me today. Shouts out to the Tree of Life producing the show. Waterhead Walter, Dwayne Vasson, Gerald Oliveri, my engineers. Holla at bvmobileapps.com. Get your own app from Gerald. Thank you guys for all that y'all do. Thank you. And a big special thank you once again to all of the Stewies. Without no you, there'd be no me. Yeah, there'd be no Doug Stewart Show. Believe that. All right, we'll do it again tomorrow. Same Doug Stewart time. Same Doug Stewart channel. Yeah.